Hey pal, my name's Kalen, if you don't know me, and I'm currently 32 years old, broke, no job, overweight, and I genuinely think that's the cost of not following your dreams, right? For those who have been paying attention in the YouTube space, the requirements for monetization just got revealed that they're going up in February, in a little under 6 months' time. And for those like me, small creators, we're kind of it's easy to get bummed out because you're like, dude, it already feels so hard to do. Sorry, there's like an itch in my nose, but you're like, dude, it already feels so hard to do with the current requirements. Especially if you're in a state like me where I think I have like less than 100 subscribers, but that's neither here or there. The main message is like, the cost of the cost of not following your dreams is how you end up, or how I ended up in the situation that I'm in, right? When I was younger, in my teen years, I used to watch a lot of YouTube. That's when YouTube was young still, YouTube was on the rise, and people like PewDiePie or like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, these are all guys I used to watch, right? Moist Critical back in the day. Smosh, used to watch a lot of Smosh, and I was always thinking to myself, like, man, that would be a cool life to have, a cool life where you record videos or record yourself playing games, or just basically putting yourself out there and being able to see people react to it, right? Like, because that was the biggest thing. I used to go through comment sections all the time back on those videos, and I'd be like, oh, look at all these people commenting on what this guy did, like, and I thought that was so cool. Like, I thought it was so cool to have that type of relationship with your viewer, to where you guys like the same stuff and you can talk about it, and you get to make a video, and people get to look at you and be like, oh, this guy's cool because, he gets what I get. Like, he gets it, or he likes what I like, and I thought that was super cool. And that was like one of the core aspects of why I wanted to do YouTube back then. That's why that was my dream, as a teenager. You'd be like, play video games for a living? Hell yeah, I'd do that. I'd do that every day of the week. And I really regret not starting it, in my current situation, it's very easy to be stressed about it and be like, oh man, beat myself up, why didn't you start like 15 years ago, whatever amount of time. But this now, it's funny to me because this is the cost, right? Like, and I'm not saying this is guaranteed, but if I had pursued my passions when I was that young, when I had the spark in my head, like, maybe I should do YouTube videos, where would I be now? Like, I might not have blown up, right? I might not have even stuck with it. I don't know. We'll never know. But there is, like the butterfly effect, like if you go back and you make a different choice and the timeline ends up completely different from what the current timeline is, it's like that, right? If I had stuck with it, if I had actually decided to start and then I had stuck with it, there is I don't want to say big chance, but there is a chance. There is a chance that I would have actually reached those heights that I was looking at, Teenage me was looking up to all these YouTubers, looking up to all these cool people that did exactly what I wanted to do, that played the things that I wanted to play. That had the fan base to interact with like I wanted. But I let all of that go, I let all of that get pushed to the side in favor of something safe, something that the people around me, like especially my family, that's what they expected. They expected these things of me. And when I'm young, like when I was young like that, even up until now, into my adult years, like I've never been good at being in like a leader type position, right? And I think that's why I envied those guys that did YouTube back then, because they were the head, like they were the basically the leader of the channel, the owner of the channel. And I thought that was so cool. But when I was young, I wasn't that type of person, right? I didn't really like make a lot of decisions for myself. Like I let my family make a lot of these decisions for me. I let them kind of guide me through the way that they thought was best. Sorry, I thought I heard a noise outside, and I'm not saying it's their fault or anything like that. Sorry, I have my headphones on, if you couldn't tell. I was just on a gaming session with my boys, but this current life that I'm living is kind of the cost of that, right? Of not pursuing your passions when you're younger, not taking that leap of faith and believing you can do something for yourself that's not in the traditional norm of, you know, society or your family or whatever it may be that is making you have these limiting beliefs on what you can and can't do, right? So I'm like the perfect example. My life is the perfect example of the life that I kind of didn't want for myself, you know. When I was younger, I was thinking I was gonna do YouTube and hit the big leagues and be able to meet these heroes that I looked up to, you know, as an equal. But like I said, I let all of that kind of get pushed to the side because I was so used to, dude, this itch in my nose is actually gonna, like it needs to go away. But I let so many other people dictate what it is that I was gonna do with myself, what I was gonna do with my life, what I would supposed to do, what's expected of me, that it ended up leading me to a place that I didn't want to be, you know. And it's a crazy thing to realize in your 30s, because at this point in life, a lot of people consider you like old. Like a lot of Gen Z, they'll be like, yeah, this guy is like basically an uncle, you know. This guy's old. This guy's like a dinosaur, he's outdated. But you know what they also say? Better late than never, right? Better late than never, because even in my 30s, here I am, finally starting YouTube, finally posting videos, finally trying to build my way to my dreams through my own efforts. So if you're younger than, you know, me, if you're younger than 30, if you're in your 20s, bro, please do not pay the cost of not following your dreams. Go for it. You know what I mean? As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're safe, and you're not going to put yourself in like a financial rut, you know, like there are ways to be smart about this. And I wish I had realized it sooner. But if you are a young person, do not pay this cost. You don't want to be 32, broke, overweight, and living in an apartment that you don't like, bro. You don't. I'm trying to get out of here. So if you agree with this message, if you resonated with it, please hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna keep posting that 8,000 watch hour requirement is not gonna scare me away, bro. It's not gonna scare me away. If I really lock in and I improve on my videos every single day and I keep trying, I think I can hit that 4,000, the current 4,000 watch hour limit before February 1st. So I need to post like every day. I told myself that I was gonna post every single day when I started my YouTube channel, and now out of every single time that I need to follow through on that is the time. Right now is the time to follow through. Follow through. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams.